It's a very different person than Nakamaman at a local. At a local, he's still good. At a national, it's like, oh, you're beating like top 100 players again.
Yep.
And he's still doing a lot here. Like he's helped with a lot of production. I know Victor is sitting here as well. Huge shout outs to production running everything for us. Ethan usually does a lot of the streaming, but at least from what I've noticed today, he's been focused a bit more on competition. And so to see him taking out Joey Donuts and Lexor is like, yeah, that's because
he's trying.
He's not, like, people don't think about how, it's like when someone's like, yeah, I beat this great player, but they're also the TO. It's like, yes, you got a very good win, and we're not going to take that against you. But when someone is streaming, or they're the TO, or they're doing something like that,
mind is
you just have a little bit extra of like focus is difficult.
Yep. If you're gonna be here, be here. That's kind of what I like to say about that.
I mean, I do want people to TO still.
It's optional.
Okay.
Anyways, I was talking to Joey Donuts about his loss to Nakamaman, and he was like, yeah, you know, whenever I play him, I just kind of always forget that he is like the most alien player in our scene.
Alien in what way?
So every PR player that we have here,
watching him slowly walk behind us,
is fast, right?
Yeah,
like
that's
they
kind of the Minnesota meta
fast.
Right now. Like I said,
Speed.
Ben is super fast, but like preeminent will if he's willing to sit and make you like do a bad decision, but if he can overwhelm you, he will.
Yep. I think
Joey Donuts has super great tech skill.
But Nakamaman is a positional player. He's slow. He doesn't necessarily move super fast, but he just like it almost feels like he's borping.
He's got the tech skill.
Yeah,
which is why he's not doing the borp thing, but he's way more willing to do the like I've worked you into the corner and I'm not gonna force it. I'm gonna squat out your jumps. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that, and when you finally panic and do one bad spot dodge, I'm forward smashing you.
I'll tell you, he's going to have some place in this set, and he's just going to stop moving. He will stand still,
and
because sometimes doing nothing lets you do anything.
Yeah. And I do think Squid is also is similar to what we were saying. Squid's not the fastest Falco. He's not trying to be the fastest Falco.
No, he's a thinker.
Squid is a very solid, like, I know my spots, I know what I've labbed, I can hit you in these different areas.
Interesting trade, F smash and back air.
I played Squid at the last Wisdom. Shoutouts from me twice, and was hitting me with things that he's like, yeah, I've labbed, like I was working on this with someone else, and I realized like unless you figure out this one option, this just keeps working.
Yep.
So I'm just it's not something high APM. It's just like. He's the person who is willing to be like, yeah, you didn't figure out how to DI out of this, and so I will just hit you with it 4 times in a row. I don't need to mix it up if you don't.
If it ain't broke.
Yeah. And then you mix it up, and then it's like, all right, here's my next. You reach further into the bag of tricks. I got one more level, but is that gonna kill? Yeah.
Eventually.
I was wondering if the Shy Guys were gonna get in the mix there.
2 stocks gone. It took 1:20.
Yeah.
To get there. Did you see a couple times earlier they were both just standing in shield next to each other, waiting for the other to flinch?
Yeah.
I'm telling you, they see the game differently.
Well, and like you were saying, if this was, Joey Donuts versus 100 Grand, there would have been like, all right, I got to shrine to the shield, I got to do this. And now that it's bad, it's just very different play styles. And I like that both our styles see a lot of success still.
Oh no. Unfortunate.
You see Squid look into the player cam too.
Soul searching.
He was shaking his head a little bit.
And honestly, it's like if you're Nakamaman, like, yeah, you're taking this, But at the same time, you hate to see it. But you know what I do love to see? Our first halftime of top 5. I've been waiting for it.
You're right.
Oh, tips. Tips ahoy.
Okay. Juggles. Let's see here. Exactly what you were talking about.
Just
waits. Doesn't an empty hop and just like, all right, time to see what you do. Forward smash.
I love it so much. Nakamaman, I asked him about it a long time ago, and he literally tells me sometimes if you do nothing, you can react to everything.
Yep. I've been trying to use that a little bit in my own play. Not just always playing like that, but the best players will hit that middle ground of like sometimes I'm gonna play like I'm on fire and sometimes I'm gonna play like I'm just waiting to see what you do, and you cannot make a good decision.
And it's tough because as a melee player, we're go, fast, fast, fast. More movement, more, if you're standing still, target is a dead target,
Yeah. And the real trick is momentum. And so you want to switch between those and really make your opponent feel uncomfortable. And I think these two are great examples of that. Oh, no!
Little smirk from Squid comes
Yeah,
out.
overshot.
Oh,
That's not going to kill yet.
Tipper won't either. Chasing him down.
I want to. Oh, God. Does not get
that hitbox was still out?
Yeah, when Falco F smashes over the ledge, it's just a giant hitbox there for a while.
What are you doing? That was the biggest read. Oh, he could die here.
I mean, oh God, I'm scared. I'm scared for both of them right now. What is happening? We were talking about how careful and pristine they both are. Now we're seeing this.
Naka's reached too far into that bag of tricks.
Too many tricks. Go back to neutral. Oh, tries to get the push off. I like the idea. I kind of. Oh no.
2 SDs, and honestly, it was almost a third one earlier. Halfway through, did you see that illusion on stage? And he like barely survives.
Yeah, I saw that. Yep.
Like that's another flub.
Squid does that sometimes. I've had, since the last monthly, I've had several people that are like, dude, you must be getting really good. You took a game off of Squid. I'm like, I am getting a lot better right now. Also, Squid just threw himself off stage in that game. It was last stock, and suddenly he was down airing at 3%.
But I took it.
Exactly.
But I took it.
I didn't even have a chance. He died before I could homie stock him. It was final stock.
Old me would have homied, but new me, no. We're taking it now.
It was. Oh, I like that laser reset on the plat. I know it's a thing that all Falcos do, but it looks cool every time I see it.
I was watching Squid play his last set, and he's got some very interesting lasers, like retreating lasers.
Lay it out. Oh, I see. I can say lay it out for me. Retreating lasers, definitely. Seeing I think a lot of Falcos. I mean, it's what people complain about the mid-level Falco of like, I shoot 3 lasers and then run in. Squid's not going to do that. He's going to shoot 1 and then do something, or he's going to shoot 5. Like, he's going to mix it up. But he also does do the retreating laser of, I need more space, and I know how to get it right now.
Unfortunately, can't quite confirm off that Marth killer. I'm wondering if there's like some confidence issues with his controller. You know, maybe he's starting to go for some of the simpler options.
You're saying for Ethan or for
Squid?
The controller's fine. Maybe it's noise, maybe it's just the environment. I don't know. We're also like psychoanalyzing him for like 2 tech mistakes. But that's our God-given rights as commentators. I'm supposed to overanalyze somebody and then find out later they were wrong.
Man, I am not a fan of these just call-out uppies from Nakamaman.
Yeah, he hasn't gotten punished nearly as hard as I expected, but at some point he's just going to suddenly get like double dip down air.
Squid doing much better this game so far. Gonna clean up the second stock.
He's got a grab ledge though.
Oh,
did not.
Can we go back to psychoanalyzing?
Yes. I think Squid is a nice guy.
Oh, that hurts so bad. So not confirming that kill, that's a 2-stock swing.
Yeah, not only did he not kill Nakamaman, like he had to do a little bit, but he could grab ledge, he could roll up.
Let's see, can he learn from his mistakes? No!
But he didn't get the kill and his own stock, and it even is starting to put on work. This could be another one. From one flub. And that's the forward smash you were talking about before, too. Where he's going to do a lot of work, and then finally you try to get in, and it's like, oh, he just stood there and forward smash. He didn't try to come near me.
And actually, no, Marth being as high as he is, a raw like Bear or Nair is going to kill, but nothing else from Falco's going to link at the moment.
A lot of raw stuff will, but you have to get the fastest like Shine Bear. Weird playing. Not only Mike, but he gets the slide off immediately. Not going to kill yet. He's got to grab ledge. Come on.
The 3rd time.
There we go.
You know what? That was a reach of an air dodge, but I like the option.
I mean, I like it because he was very clearly getting set up for a Marth killer.
Yep.
And that is one of the answers to get around Marth killer, but you have to have like the perfect height for it.
That was a really risky edge guard sequence from Nakamaman, but he's still keeping it going. And oh, that tips out. Leads us to what, Wisely?
It is halftime.
There we go.
Take a look and be like, what is Zen referring to right now?
That's 2 for 2.
It is. I commentated with Seal recently.
Yep.
Yeah, I've gotten into the Qualcomm recently. We did here, we did Invincible. But at one point, I think he references halftime more than you do at this point. But he always will reference you in addition. Like, he doesn't just say halftime, he'll be like, and according to Zen from Minnesota, it's halftime. It's like, yes, but I think you say it more than he does.
I've got a residuals contract with him. Whenever I talk about
how much do you make every time?
I think it's like a penny. Whenever I talk about cheap knockdown percents on Fox, I have to shout out Sealback.
That's fair. That's fair.
It's a trade deal.
I feel like you got a better side of that. Like, even if it's a penny, your situation's coming up more often than the one specific matchup.
Maybe.
Though that's some Spotify residuals going on. You need to get a little bit more from the man on that.
Hey, name any other commentator getting residuals. All right.
Vicious.
Okay, no,
James Chen.
We don't need to. It was a.
Who else is in Street Fighter?
Nakamaman's in a tough position right now.
I was like, they get money every time Street Fighter 6 is sold. I've heard they've made a lot on that deal.
True.
Okay.
Finds his way back in.
None of these lasers hit, but they are doing a great job forcing Nakamaman into very specific spots.
Ooh, we got like no infantry there for a moment.
That was weird.
Yeah, that dare is ill-advised. Surprisingly, he only eats a shine for it, and God.
Oh!
Weird trade, but Squid's on the board.
Absolutely something Squid's looking for there.
That was a 5-minute game.
Yeah.
There's
a lot of neutral.
Yeah,
There's a lot of neutral. It was very scrappy. They both had really good defense. There was a lot of times where, like, through SDI or just good regular DI, they weren't getting hit by some of the follow-ups that, not that are guaranteed, but that are the, like, oh, against people who aren't doing this, I can just always get this kind of follow-up.
I think one of the reasons Squid's kind of been a little hesitant on those lasers like you were talking about earlier is I just watched Naka power shield 2 of them in a row.
Yeah. Man is very good at power shielding.
He just comes down. No aerial, no dare, no nothing. He just slowly falls. And he's like, look.
He just lands on stage like a maniac. Yeah. Like a crazy person.
Ooh. Squid maybe relying on those Randy F smashes a little too much.
Interesting, because usually it's Ethan that we call out for doing a lot more surprise F smashes. I won't say Randy, like they've got a reason and a rhyme, but they are definitely like, I'm doing this to throw off your cadence.
There's another one, this time it lands. However, I'm still waiting for the boogeyman.
There we go.
Of the up throw.
And say, is this the boogeyman?
Yep.
That get up attack had like an extra Falco length.
Yeah.
Like that get up attack hit like 3 times further than I thought it would.
He brought the tail out.
Time to bring up the secret move.
Oh, that back there was so good.
Yeah.
Can I say good back here on that one?
Yeah. The problem is you can't just do the like. You can't say it about any back here. It's got to actually be like, that was really smart, and not everyone would hit that. That should be dead. Yeah. Yep. Roll up.
Good recognition from Nakamaman. Not, pushing the issue, not having to go out there with the back air to seal it up.
Okay.
Just play simple.
There's been a couple of these lasers shot straight up the wrong direction. Maybe you're onto something with the controller. We'll have to find out. Either way, Squid is still playing very well.
Oh, yeah. That Nair is so risky.
It is, but it paid off.
Dare's going to send. He's going to have one more option.
Yeah, and so you get one more lease on life. What are you going to do with it?
This is twice now. It's the last game when Squid wasn't able to seal the deal.
That's massive.
He eats so much for it, and because of this, once more again, Naka's he should be on 2 stocks. He's gonna push Squid down to his last.
Yeah.
That's another 2-stock swing.
I love watching Squid like look at the camera every time. He's not. I don't think he's actually looking at the camera. There's like monitors and screens showing the game behind them.
He's looking for help.
But it does look very funny that every time Squid dies, he kind of just like gives this weird like I'm in pain kind of grin.
A forlorn look.
Yeah. It's not like I'm mad, but it's not happy either.
Good timing here, but I think this might be all she wrote for Squid. Already at 80, pushed off stage. He'll have one option. It's not going to happen. Naka goes to game 4 up 2-1.
Yep. A huge reminder, this is in losers already.
That's right.
Yep. This is in losers already.
I
keep
Naka
forgetting
lost
that
to
we're in the
Ben.
back. Every time the screen goes to
other
the right side player, I'm just like, oh yeah, like hi, we're here.
Who did Squid lose to? Zamu. Squid lost to Zamu, and I think Ben beat Nakamaman.
Yeah,
to get down
that all
here.
tracks.
Yeah. That's tough.
Mm-hmm.
Nakamaman would love to be able to vanquish one of the only left out-of-staters to secure a Minnesota victory on home turf.
Yeah. I mean, like we were saying before, Ethan or Nakamaman, he's been, like, we were saying, like, oh, he tends to play this specific style, and when he goes out of state, he always does better than in-state. I think as we were saying how long he's been doing that, too. Like, he's been streaming our events since, like, 2016.
Do you see him walk up and do nothing?
Yes.
He's
so
up
good
and
at walking up and doing nothing.
There's nothing.
Like, not a joke. Very good at doing nothing, and it's the scariest option he could have picked at the time.
Because you have no idea what's coming out afterwards. What do you feel about Battlefield as a counter pick?
Because I mean, I think Squid is just trying to find something right now. Battlefield is really good for Falco because of like certain situations with down air. Falcos can down air from, like, they can do a rising dare from the ground, and it just lands on the top flat and, like, just puts a giant hitbox through the middle of the stage.
And you reset almost instantly.
Yeah, it's like you're get out of jail, like, oh shoot, I need to get away. Deal with this giant hitbox as I get up. But I don't think any of his other counter picks, I don't know if it matters. I think he's gotten beat now on just, when we talk about some of the, like, oh, FP is crazy because of chain grab. Nakamaman he was juggling, but he wasn't doing the, like, I'm chain grabbing you to 80.
Yeah.
He was just like, all right, I'm going to nair you at 50 in edge guard now. Like, he's just kind of getting out fundamental. So I don't know if a stage pick, like, you got to do some soul searching and make a, like, change in your gameplay that not just a stage pick will be able to do.
Yet another power shield comes forward, and every single time he gets one, I feel like it's another 30% just waiting to get racked up. And that's just such a casual jump that I feel like almost anybody else could not get away with. But because it's Nakamaman, he can just go out there without putting out a hitbox and
honestly,
without feeling threatened.
Really smart. I think any other player there would have thought that Ethan was going to be able to get back, and Squid was like, no, you didn't hit your timing. I'm just going to wait here. I'm not going to put myself into more danger. But I really want to see Squid bring this to Game 5.
I mean, he's looking a lot better.
Yes.
I feel like Nakamaman's been whiffing a lot more. You know, he's coming in with options that are just not quite working out. And whether that's because he's screwing up or I think it's because Squid's adapting.
Yeah, I think it's Squid's adapting. Squid's playing at a slightly different pace. Like, it's not a huge change. But if you're able to switch the cadence of, like, when you're aggressive, when you're going through different things, you're able to get away with a lot more.
He upped his tempo.
Yeah. Just a little bit.
That's
the air dodge we were talking about.
How does he find these options?
Yeah, like, I don't know if before Squid would have hit that laser and shine. I know you would have gone for stuff, but just a little bit faster.
This almost looks like the exact opposite of the game we just watched.
Yeah. We were singing Nakamaman's praises, but Squid's been good for so long, too. Smart. Every time this Spacey just suddenly goes to the top flat, I'm like, oh, right, you can do that. I have to deal with this now. I was so busy looking at the ledge and the other platform that you just went all the way up.
Naka hits so many strong moves, but they don't do anything. Squid at 179 is still alive. God, he's dead. Naka's dead. Just go out there and dare him.
You have to hit the edge guard. I'm saying, we have seen Ethan survive too many things where we're like, oh, you just grab ledge and roll up, and he will, like, barely get the right timing, or just Squid didn't, in games 1 and 2, just wasn't closing some of those out.
Right.
It's too much to call it out for Ethan at that point, but this Game 5 will be so interesting.
So, no FD.
Yep, no FD.
So is it Yoshi's? Is it FOD? Because FOD is, like, sometimes FD?
I mean, unless you're willing to go back to a stage that you lost on. And I think this is one of the few matchups where you might be okay with that, but we're about to find out.
That looks like it's going to be Pokemon. I like Pokemon here.
Yep, I was wondering about fodder Pokemon. I think this one really is not just matchup dependent, but playstyle dependent. Falcos with great laser control love having a very long stage, but also this is a long stage with only 2 small plats, and so if the Marth is getting some of these juggles, both on the plat, but also just straight up chain grabs.
Right.
I think we forgot to mention when I was saying that if the Falcos like to laser control, Ethan also loves when Falcos laser in.
Yeah, he's like
hitting more lasers.
Yeah.
Ethan's hitting more lasers than Squid has. Oh, I was surprised the down tilt didn't hit, and that was exactly why.
Just a bit too low. First stock goes to Naka. He's going to see how much more extra credit he can stretch for it. But laser up smash looking like Fox a little bit.
No, if Fox could combo laser into up smash, I would quit the game.
True.
I don't need Falco laser into Fox up smash. At least you have to be at like 150 for that to do something as Falco.
Did you see that? That was 6 tipper aerials.
Yeah, and suddenly Falco's at 126. Great shorten to get below the down tilt.
Dude, I think Squid's been killed by those down tilts like maybe twice across all 4 games.
Yep.
He's been so good at getting back.
Yeah. There's been some like very pivotal moments, but I mean, it's Marth versus Spacey. It's just going to happen. If you can survive half of them, you're already like doing a very good job.
3 stocks to 2. Last time though, Squid put on a clinic and almost 0 to death them.
Oh yeah, no, Squid's not going down without a fight here.
Dude,
God, this is exactly what I was saying. He's now lasering during times where Ethan is like moving or jumping and knows that he can't get that power shield. But also, he's changing his pacing. He's doing a couple dash dances, he's doing it. Then he's doing like 3 dashes in a row. And he is so willing to, he's working Ethan to the corner. Watch this. As I say that, Ethan gets mid-stage. So what am I talking about?
I was just going to say...
He was doing a lot of work to get Ethan into the corner until like, there we go, we're back in the corner. Never mind, I'm just going to stop talking about stage position.
He added like 40% on just lasers, but Naka is a patient guy, right? He's not going to get phased by this.
And this is more than 40% on one combo now. Ooh, I like the weight on the forward air, but it doesn't matter. Big, nope, not going to confirm. That nair is huge. That should be an edge guard.
I don't think he's got to jump. God, this is like the 3rd time now that Squid's been
supposed to be a down air?
He's been late. He's been so late.
I think that was the wrong area.
Doesn't matter, Squid gets it, but as at 100%.
Yeah. You've got to make something big happen. I know that you were just doing a lot of lasers, and you can do that, but one of them's got to connect into a big combo. You can't just get 40% in lasers and then get hit by a sword.
Good reactions from Nakamaman as Squid is now on his tournament stock.
Yep.
Naka's got an extra one to play with here, and I think he is still more than happy to play this laser game if Squid wants to do it.
Yeah, he's not getting nearly as many power shields as he was at the beginning there. Great regrab. Does get the follow-up after dropping it. This is what I'm saying. Like, Ethan's not going to do the
happened before. I'm telling you, there's something up.
I wonder why he went for that instead of just dumping him off stage.
That's it. Should be it. That is it.
Yeah, you saw Squid kind of shaking his hand out a little bit there, too. I wonder if something's going on, but huge plays from Nakamaman there.
That's a huge win for Nakamaman as well.
Yeah, that's huge.
I don't think he was